The third round of the UCI Women's World Tour heads to the Middle East for the second edition of the UAE Tour Women. Stage 1 from Dubai Miracle Garden to Dubai Harbour, a 122-kilometre stage, and all eyes were on the fastest riders in the world. A crash inside the final 13 kilometres brought down many riders. Barbara Garishi showing she is quickly becoming one of the world's best lead-out riders. Barbieri, Baker and Consoni all trying to challenge Wiebes, but is unrivaled in a bunch sprint. Professional victory number 72.
It was a big chaos in the final because of the straight before the corner, but I had still Barbara and Lotte in front of me going into the last corner. And yeah, they delivered me perfect.
Lorena Wiebes takes the stage ahead of Barbieri and Consoni on stage 1. Stage 2, the wind was high and so was the pace. Despite splits in the peloton, it all came back together for another bunch sprint. Paternoster in command for Baker, whilst FDG Suez and Cofidis tried to bring their sprinters to the fore. Another textbook lead out by Garishi and Kopecky, helping make it back-to-back wins for Lorena Wiebes, the first in UAE Tour Women history. Along with it, one of the fastest races in history in the UCI Women's World Tour at 45.77 kilometers per hour.
But again, the team did an amazing job and Lotte did again a really strong lead out for me.
Wiebes wins ahead of Consoni and Caponi, 6 different nationalities in the top 10. In the general classification, it's separated by 21 seconds, Wiebes taking advantage of the time bonuses. After 2 stages for the pure sprinters, it's showtime for the climbers. A mountain top finish atop of the iconic Jebel Hafid mountain. The early breakaway was called by the general classification favourites, and it was Niamh Bradbury who attacked her rivals, leaving Kopecky and Garcia to chase. Kopecky caught Bradbury inside the final kilometre. It was a 2-up sprint of youth versus experience. World champion Lotte Kopecky winning her first mountaintop finish. She makes it 3 from 3 for Team SD Works Pro Time.
I wanted this and I dreamed or hoped really to win the stage. It was in my mind, but then to also do it is it's very good for the confidence.
History continues to be made, Kopecky becoming the first Belgian winner of a stage at this race. 3 seconds to the good for the world champion, winning ahead of Bradbury and Garcia. After that performance, there's a change in the general classification. Kopecky leads by 13 seconds. The 4th and final stage under rainy skies and another parkour for the sprinters. Attacks were plenty and the early breakaway still had one rider who was trying to get the better of the peloton. Amber Crack of FDG Suez was powering her way into the final few hundred metres. A brave, bold attack, but was it going to be rewarded? A charging Wiebes and Pikalik were rushing the gap, but in the end, Crack held on, fortune favouring the brave. A new team, a new season, and already win number 1.
My first solo victory in World Tour, and so I'm not really used to it, so I will celebrate maybe next time with my arms in the air.
Amber cracks the SD Works Pro Time winning streak. World champion Lotte Kopecky wins the general classification. Canyon SRAM's Niamh Bradbury leads the UCI Women's World Tour rankings. Another thrilling 4 days in the Emirates. Crack winning the final stage, Kopecky the red jersey, whilst Niamh Bradbury goes home with the best young riders white jersey, Wiebes with the green. A nice collection of jerseys for Niamh Bradbury, from her pro kit of Canyon SRAM to leading both the elite and young rider classification in the UCI Women's World Tour, a name to watch out for this year.